Previously on Tales of the Omega Astria, the crew of the Bronze Phoenix escaped the clutches of the Calvic Spawn and their full-on takeover of the Starforge. They now find themselves hurtling through an asteroid field towards their next destination, the Azure Sanctuary, a hope of returning their lost companions to life, even if optimism among the crew seems to be fleeting by the day. The journey ahead, not just to the Sanctuary, but to wherever they go in the grand scheme of the galaxy, seems to be long and treacherous. So far, danger has lurked around every corner. With their ship battered and bruised from the fierce dogfight, the crewmates, Anastasia and Drigi, quickly get to work on repairing engine damages, or at least trying to make an attempt. The ship's engines can be heard roaring wildly, and the Bronze Phoenix autopilot keeps the ship distanced from the debris that can be seen outside each window. The stars twinkle like diamonds against the inky blackness of the void, and Reinhardt, up in the cockpit with Jade, can't help but feel a sense of awe and wonder at the vastness of the universe around him. The rest of the crew continues settling into their new journey. One orc friend, Brawl, knows that he must remain vigilant. He and Jamal are no longer surrounded by the comfort of their people, and without their leader Devon to inspire them, the dangers they face are ever more present. But he stays determined to see their mission of reviving said medic through to the end, no matter the cost. Meanwhile, newly acquired dumbass Echo 55, who is joined by the whole main party in the med bay, gambles on a fart and loses. You all can very clearly hear him poop his pants.
God damn it!
In front of you.
Andrew, Erebos immediately turns to Cock and like, can you fix his brain?
Echo 55 looks at you all and goes, I think somebody shit my pants.
You did.
He runs away. He runs out of the medic bay.
Can I
Come on,
roll
man.
persuasion,
Hold it up.
get him to come back here
Hold
with
it up.
advantage because he's stupid?
You can hear him slam the bathroom door.
Cock, can you fix his brain?
I can give it a try. I mean, I can't make it worse.
Smells like
Yeah,
the
but,
smells of this arena.
They used to throw shit at us.
A lot of people shit their pants before going into the arena.
Gotcha.
Mostly because they saw my face.
Alright, you want to wait for him to come back from the bathroom?
I'm gonna
We,
stand
like,
really close
clean up.
to the bathroom door.
Okay.
I'll like clean up the shit, I guess.
Trail of poo.
Yeah. I don't want to be like have that in the air, have like poop air, you know?
Yeah, we should probably clean up the
That's just
shit in
whack.
the medical facility where there's a sleeping baby like 2 feet away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also true. It's time to
is
go
this
on a
kid-
poop cleaning tirade.
What are you going to use to clean it?
Can I roll for like perception to see what like cleaning materials we have, or would I just know that?
You can roll investigation. You probably have a general idea of where to look on the ship.
Investigation 13.
Okay. You head back up towards the kitchen area with the seating arrangement, and you find a small cabinet. It's like closet thing that you can open up, and there's like a broom, and there's a mop, basic cleaning supplies.
I'll just take all of it and take it downstairs to the poop.
Alright, grab some chemical as well, and you head towards the cleaning. What are the rest of you doing? Cock has stood outside the bathroom.
I would like to check to make sure that little Cal is, still alive.
Alright, medicine check.
I have to pull up my character sheet. One moment.
You guys brought...
4.
What did you guys do with Maddie and Devon's bodies?
They're in the medical facility, I thought.
So you just stacked 2 dead bodies in a room with a baby?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was the
they might be on the-
NPCs brought him back.
They might be on the... Could you pull up, like, the map of the ship? So we might have put them in, like, one of the bedrooms.
Well, on here they're in the... I can't actually remember what we did last time. Here they're in the cargo hold.
I think we all went to sleep at the end of last session.
Yeah.
I think your plan, you sort of mentioned wanting to take a rest, but I don't think we actually got around to it because we
I did.
up.
Yeah, Dylan said that.
So if that's what you want to do, you can do that next, but
Okay.
I assume that's what you want to do.
Yeah, so I guess they're in the cargo hold, based on what's on this map.
Oh yeah. What did you get on the medicine check?
4.
It's breathing.
Yay!
Its eyes
Alright.
are closed, so maybe
Try to
babies can still
activate this
breathe when
thing
it's
it's
dead.
in to like start medically taking care of itself.
Alright, you
I
start
don't
pressing buttons. You're not an expert. You don't know what you're doing.
Can I roll again for the neck? Oh no, that's a nat 1 on the button pressing.
You press one button, a huge light turns on. You're like,
No,
fuck.
press the button again.
You see the baby start to melt.
Oh shit.
Cock inside the bathroom. You just hear, oh, oh, oh.
There's some demon in his bowels.
And then you hear the toilet flush. You're like, no, not yet, not yet. Ah!
This dude is so fucking.
Me in the Walmart bathroom whenever I move slightly, and it just.
Is anybody out there?
I am.
I flushed my leg.
How?
Huh?
I start shaking the door.
It's locked.
You could call Erebus over to unlock it.
Kool-Aid man through the bathroom door.
Oh yeah!
Or you could use my 25 I rolled.
Yeah, I'll see if Erebus is around. Hey, we want to open this door?
I like turn the light off and I walk over and I'm like, yeah, I guess I got it. 19.
Alright, so you're just...
No, actually, I misspoke. 21.
Alright, so you get your lockpick skills going. You open up the bathroom door. By the time the door opens, Echo 55 has somehow managed to pull his leg free from the toilet, but it's soggy wet. He looks at you. It smells awful in here. Oh, thanks! And he walks out.
Jamal, you might want to clean up in here too.
His pants are still on the floor of the bathroom. He's walking around just in his underwear, shit
Full
stained.
Pooh Bear. Full Pooh Bear, guys.
Well, Jamal is cleaning up and witnesses all this go down the hallway. He just starts muttering under his breath, like, "Man, Devon better get fucking revived, or I'm gonna kill all these motherfuckers, or I'm gonna kill that guy specifically." Yeah.
As Echo 55 is walking by, he sees Jamal cleaning up the poo stain, and he looks down at his underwear and pulls them off and throws them over to Jamal.
No!
Gives him a thumbs up
I
and then
pick it
starts
up and fling that shit back. I'm not taking that.
roll an attack roll.
16. Is it unarmed strike?
Yeah,
Alright, 24 then.
and then roll a unarmed damage.
I just do 6 damage through an unarmed. I don't have a roll
He
for
is
that.
unconscious. We never healed him.
Yeah, the poo-filled, essentially diaper at this point hits Echo 55 in his helmet, knocking his helmet off his head, revealing a quite shiny, clean skin of a young man, and he just falls over unconscious. Pants just dick out. Asshole still full
Yeah.
of poop.
I don't care. I'm not taking that disrespect. Fuck that. Sorry.
Oh, that's fair, Jamal. That's fair.
Yeah.
Cock, you want to try healing him?
Why are you guys keeping this dude around?
Because we need more team members, and he volunteered by coming with us involuntarily.
Alright.
Alright, Cock will pull up with sauce.
And we're about to take a long rest anyway, so Cock might as well.
Oh. Alright, He's going a full 30 on this boy.
All right, you heal him to 30 health. I assume you're touching him for this and filling him with energy. His eyes open, they glow for a moment of your magic, and then he looks around. Ugh! He just makes a noise. He looks at his hands.
Echo? I don't know if we ever actually got his name, so Echo?
Echo, Echo, Echo.
Are you alright?
Well, I don't smell all right.
Oh, you're back. You're no longer brain damaged. That's good.
How does your butt feel?
I could probably use a few more hours in the toilet, to be honest.
It might be for the best if I assume there's a shower in there as well. You just clean yourself up.
Poop in the shower.
Yeah, and you can clean the whole room while you're at it. I'm just cleaning this fucking hall. Bathroom's your problem. Sorry. Don't care.
He gets up and he kicks the underwear full of poop in Jamal's direction. Yeah, I don't think so, bub.
Oh, hey, man. Calm down.
Keep the cleaning to the orcs. And he walks towards the bathroom.
Oh.
Alright. Cock.
Ooh.
Throw him out the airlock.
Thank
Whoa,
you.
whoa,
Thank you,
whoa!
Erebus.
Whoa, wait, hey, hold on! You just told me to take a shower, now you're throwing me out of the airlock. Let's think about
Hey, we
this.
don't tolerate racism on the Bronze Phoenix, alright?
Oh,
Yeah,
let's
what the fuck is your problem?
That's barely
I'm literally
racism.
Stepping up while you're fucking shitting yourself. You're humiliating yourself, you fool. This is absolutely embarrassing, and you're acting like you have the high ground or something to stand on. We could literally extradite you, and I don't think anybody would give a fuck, personally. Are we all in favor?
He walks into the bathroom and closes the door.
Alright, perfect. We know where he is. Do we have a way to, like, have the door be locked from the outside? So
I
he
got
can
you.
only-
To be clear,
Yeah, there we go.
tolerate some racism here, right?
Yeah, just not from new people who just got on the ship, and that's our first real interaction with them.
Ah, perfect.
Yeah, the religious people that we have dealt with, some of them. But,
27? Does that break the lock so he can't get out?
Sure, if that's what you want to do. Break the lock to
Yeah.
one of your bathrooms.
Yeah, he just lives in there now. He'll have to eat his own shit to survive.
Cock, make a medicine roll.
Great.
Okay.
+1. 13.
You're not confident that what you did actually healed his brain. You think he's just, physically healed.
Great.
Alright, so you guys want to take a rest?
I say we leave him in there and then donate him to the Holy Order we're about to visit.
Don't
yeah, and he'll get knocked out by his own poop fumes. So, you know.
Yeah, let's go take a nap. He can stay in there for 8 hours.
Alright.
We just leave his poop. Actually, can we like throw his poop-filled underwear out the airlock?
Sure, you can do that if you want. You
Alright.
eject it.
Send a message if there's a window in there.
it collides
Your
into
parents
a
meant you!
fucking asteroid.
A passing goblin family ship.
Yeah. Passing painters. Pretty much everyone at this point, besides Jade, is settling down for rest. I know Brock and Chero's rooming together. Brawl, Jamal. Anastasia stays up like maybe an hour longer to just make sure the engines are all right. They're not necessarily repaired, but they are stable. And Reinhardt just will stay up with Jade. He's already in the cockpit, so he'll try to keep her awake. There is an autopilot enabled, but she needs to keep track of all the systems going and make sure that things don't fall apart while everyone's sleeping. But yeah, you guys want to go to sleep?
Yep.
You overhear Reinhardt saying that the energy potions that Timbly Bibbs or Bimbly Tibbs or whatever his name is whipped up should keep me going. No? And Jade is like, yeah, sure.
That or they'll kill you. We don't know.
All right. You guys settle in for your rest. The ship hums softly around you. The lights on board cast the corridors in a faint glow, and the air grows cooler as the environmental controls have to adjust to conserve energy for the engines and shields as you're going through the asteroid field. Jade monitors every system, making subtle adjustments to keep everything running smoothly as the Bronze Phoenix sails through astral space. In the sleeping quarters, all of you are tucked into your bunks, or in the case of Cock, Timbly Bibbs, and Dridgy, all sleeping on the floor, seeming as you sold all of your furniture. That definitely
sold all the furniture?
That definitely won't affect the crew score as they when they wake up.
I was gonna buy new shit, but I walked into the church and it was ransacked.
Yeah, it's all right for now because you're assisted by the sort of ASMR-like hum of the ship's engines and the gentle swaying as the ship lulls you to sleep, despite the occasional creak or shudder of the ship navigating through the asteroid field. Most of the ship's systems operate on the sort of autopilot that Jade set up, but you have some sort of assurance that she's keeping a watchful eye on navigation and life support and those things. And yeah, you feel some sort of preparedness to respond to any sort of unexpected threat. All right, who wants to roll a d4 for me?
I will.
All right.
1.
Oh, I got a 1 too.
Oh, perfect.
Andrew,
Oh, wait.
roll. Let's see what Andrew gets.
What the fuck? What is up with this D4?
This is one of those upside down ones.
Oh, what?
No, it doesn't even
You
line
also
up.
got a 1, Andrew?
Yes.
Yes! Jacob, let's see if you get a 1. Let's go.
Hold on.
I got a 1.
Nice.
Yes!
So we got a 4.
We all got 1.
All right, you rolled a 1. Cool. You may all take your long rests.
Boop, boop. I did that at the end of the last session.
Me too.
All right, and once you guys are done doing that, eventually you slowly stir from your slumbers, stretching, yawning. Jamal, you wake up in your room with Brawl. Brawl's still slightly sleeping, clearly tired from everything that's happened the past couple weeks, traveling from Knox Hollow to the Warrant, then to the Starforge, and leaving your family of orcs behind is a lot for 1 week. Cock, you open your eyes and see Dridgy and Timbly Bibbs, all three of you, all laying on just blankets on the ground of the captain's quarters. Timbly Bibbs slept near his potions, so when you wake up you actually see him sort of sat on the floor drawing out diagrams of other potions he wants to practice. Erebus, you slept alone because Reinhardt was staying up with Jade.
Yeah. At a cat party.
And then last but not least, Brock and Churros were in the same room. So, what's everyone's plans first thing in the morning? I'm just curious what you guys want to get up to.
I was going to go make breakfast for everyone. As ship captain, it's my duty to fill in any roles that aren't fulfilled at the moment. So I am the ship medic, and the cook, and the captain.
I'm gonna get up and just instantly start doing push-ups.
Isn't that gnome taking over the ship?
Yeah, you haven't seen that guy for a while.
He got off the ship.
He's escaped.
Like,
He's
I'd
leaving.
rather deal with the genociders.
Jamal, Cock, what are you thinking?
I'm gonna ask Timbly what he got, or if he got everything he wanted.
Okay, you're gonna talk to Timbly.
I am going to go back to the bathroom and go antagonize the idiot.
Alright, perfect. Alright, so it is at that point, as you guys prepare to leave your rooms, that you begin to hear a faint sound echoing throughout the ship. All of you hear this.
It's echo.
It doesn't take long for you to realize that, the sound becomes a bit clearer, and you can tell that it's a deep, rhythmic snoring over the intercom.
Shit, they've fallen asleep. I dash up to the fucking cockpit.
Alright, Erebus dashes as fast as he can, still... I mean, you probably sleep in your gear, knowing you, but...
Yeah. Cradling my gun.
Yeah, exactly. What do the rest of you do when you hear this? Just continue what you're doing?
Watch as the fastest cat alive runs up the stairs.
I get up and start walking towards the cockpit.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah,
Nothing is stopping Jamal
Jamal has a mission.
to antagonize.
Alright. Erebus, upon entering the upper deck of the ship, you are greeted by the sound of the gentle snoring. Looking over to the gunner's seat, you see Commander Leon Reinhardt has fallen asleep at some point during the journey. His head is tilted back against the headrest, and his mouth is hanging open slightly. You also notice a half-eaten ration bar in his hand. Despite the occasional beep on his navigational system, Reinhardt's snoring fills the cockpit with persistence.
Is Jade still asleep? Or awake?
You look over towards the spot where Jade is, and she is nowhere to be found.
Shit! Reinhardt! Wake the fuck up!
You smack Reinhardt.
Well, look, is Jade?
What? Bad guys? Where? Look.
No. Where the is Jade?
What do you mean? Where's Jade?
I turn his head to look at the seat the pilot should be in. Where is
Go
Jade?
of me. He looks over towards the pilot chair. She was right there. Oh no! I fell asleep, didn't I?
You did.
I was looking at the stars. They were so beautiful. She didn't seem that upset about it, so...
No, it's fine. We just need to find her. Because we still got that crazy goblin or gnome whose ship this used to be loose on the ship, and we don't know what he's capable of.
Alright, as Jamal's walking towards the bathroom, he is near the airlock. So give me a perception check, Jamal.
Oh, don't film this.
Perception. I got a perception check. Here we go. Aye.
7. You don't notice anything in particular other than where the bathroom is. You see the one that obviously Echo 55 went into last night. On the other one, weirdly, one of the brooms that you noticed in the closet before has been like leaned up against the door on the outside to like hold it closed. You're not quite sure why. Cocker, you're going over to Timbly Bibbs.
Yes.
All right, so you walk over to him. He's scribbling in a notebook. Hey, boss. Fuck, I forgot his voice. Hey, boss. What's up?
Says that out loud. What do you mean his voice?
I forgot my yeah. So, I forgot your voice. I forgot I haven't talked to you in so long, man. I think he's kind of like a southern gentleman.
Yeah, partner.
She.
How was your shopping experience?
Great. I replenished my supplies and honestly got a bit more than I thought I would with the money you guys gave me. So I'll be able to get up and running with the sort of trade agreement I had with a ma'am back on the Starforge. Assuming that place still works now, considering everything that went down as we left. I'm sensing a theme with how things go every time we stop at a place. Hopefully that's not a worry.
I'm sure everything's fine.
Maybe we shouldn't go to Elfia, because my family are there, and I wouldn't actually like you guys to blow up the planet.
To be fair, we didn't blow up the Starforge.
Yeah,
no,
we
that's
did.
true.
That was 100% me.
He doesn't need to know that.
Well, I will say this, regardless of how I feel about the whole thing, I do trust you, for better or for worse, so let me know if you need anything potion-wise, otherwise I gotta get back to work.
Fantastic. I'll give him a high five and then U-turn and walk out the door.
Kyle, give me a perception
team.
check.
18.
18. It suddenly hits you. The way you were able to fall asleep last night was to just sort of let the sound of the ship engine lull you to sleep. It was so subtle that you would not have heard it if you weren't focusing on it. But now the realization dawns that you aren't hearing the sound of the engine anymore.
I will head down to the engine area.
All right, you start heading down to the engine area. You walk past the room with Brawl still snoring in it, and Anastasia just passed out in the completely dark room. Like, she just looks mentally, physically exhausted. And you head towards the engine. Meanwhile, Brock joins Erebus and Reinhardt up in the cockpit. Reinhardt looking around, freaking out now. Maybe she's taking a bathroom break. By the way, why is the ship not moving?
Because the pilot ain't here. With my passive perception, would I notice the engines aren't running?
Yeah, and you can also just look out the sort of main viewport of the cockpit, and you can just see the ship has stalled completely, and you're actually landed on one of the giant asteroids in the asteroid field.
Because we on a fucking asteroid.
Oh, fuck.
So, some shit went down probably with that crazy goblin. Or gnome. I forget what race he was. Yeah, we gotta figure this out. I guess I will sprint to the cargo hold to see if the ramp's open.
The stowaway on the ship?
Well, technically it was his ship and we bought it. So, yes.
Then why is it still on the ship?
He was
That
like
is
in
an
prison.
excellent question.
He was imprisoned on it.
So, he was imprisoned on his own ship?
And we bought it from someone else who got it because someone died. So,
And y'all are confused.
Man, don't talk
Do I
shit
know
about
it?
You came out of a prison in the middle of a palace you weren't in. Sorry, what?
was Erebus even aware of any of this? Or I'm just stating facts.
Yeah, I don't think... I think you know all that.
Yeah.
I like to go to the you know what I said, but
Alright, so you're heading down to the cargo hold.
yep.
I
Reinhardt.
follow him.
Alright, Erebus and Bruck start heading down the stairs. Jamal, you make it to the bathrooms. What would you like to do?
Can I do another perception check?
What are you trying to perceive?
Like if I missed anything in my current area.
Ah, yes.
Sure. I mean, that's very not specific. But you can roll a perception check, see if you spot anything.
Oh my! Nat 1 plus 3, 4. So yeah, I'm pretty oblivious.
Yeah, you just see the bathroom, as I've described. There's the door that Echo 55 went into. You're not sure if he's still in there or not. And then next to it, the other one has been like leveraged closed from the outside using the shaft of a broom, the handle, whatever it's called.
Shaft.
Yeah, the shaft.
I approach both bathrooms and I just yell out, "Anyone still in there?"
You hear a muffled sound coming from the broom bathroom.
Who's on the... It's the right bathroom, right, with the broom?
Yeah.
Who's on the right bathroom?
You hear, "No, no, no! Safe! I waited. Determined."
Oh, it's, the crazy guy, I'm pretty sure. Unless you have anything else to say, just leave you locked with the broom there.
You don't get a reply.
No. Echo! I start knocking on the left bathroom. Echo, are you there? Did your poop fumes send you to sleep, buddy? Poopy boy? Poop? Hmm?
You don't get a reply either.
Is he dead? Did we kill him?
Poopy boy.
Poopy pants.
You know, if you would respond, perhaps we could negotiate your release because of how things are working right now are not looking very good for you. That's one very, very dirty bathroom that you're going to have to clean, or you're going in the hole. And the hole is not like a temporary spot. It's pretty permanent. I can arrange for that to happen. What do you say? Anything?
He's the one who kidnapped Anna. Jade, I mean.
You don't get a reply.
Alright, very well. A bit frustrating. I did kind of want to use the bathroom. Those bathrooms appear to be occupied now.
This is the problem with using bathrooms as prison cells.
Hey, we only use one of them as prison cells. The other one is just some crazy dude.
Well, I suppose the crazy dude couldn't have done as much damage, so... I go over to the right door, and I knock. Hello?
Fearful, relieved, grateful, shaken. You hear mumbling inside.
Would you care to be released from the pooping area?
No, 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 I heard their call. Barricade using Lisbron's method.
Who barricaded here? You here?
You don't get a response.
He must have barricaded himself in, of course! Okay, that clears things up. I move the broom and I open the door.
Alright, finally the door creaks open, revealing the small figure of the maddened halfling inside. He's a disheveled inventor with wild eyes and unkempt hair. You also see that he clutches onto one of the kitchen frying pans, like some sort of weapon. He seems like he's been in there for a while, but he didn't know how the broom got there.
There must be some hand sanitizer in there. And I grab it, and I offer it to him and say, "Sir, would you care for some hand sanitizer?" Like, as he puts out his hand, I dump just a dollop in, and then put it back. And then once he's done and sanitized his hands, I shake it. I can't guarantee when the last time he washed his hands was. I'm not trying to deal with more poop germs.
Alright, he washes his hands with the sanitizer. Very good, very good.
What is your name, sir?
The voices refer to me as Latour.
What?
Latour? Does that sound familiar?
Latour.
I took
Not
a
a name I've
tour.
heard before. I took a late tour to Poland.
At this point, there's an intersection of Jamal being at the bathroom, Erebus and Brock walking down the stairs, and Cock heading towards the engine room. You all are in the same area for a moment.
Jade is missing. We are on an asteroid. We are no longer flying in space.
I noticed the engine was off, so I'm taking a look at it.
I'm checking the cargo bay to see if the ramp is down and Jade's been kidnapped. Is man still locked in the bathroom? Can I check the lock to see if it's been broken and the door's open now?
The door to the bathroom with...
The
It's
echo
not been
it.
broken, no.
I would like to open it to make sure he's still inside.
All right, sleight of hand to undo your own lock.
29.
All right, it's pretty fucking easy. You know exactly what you did. So you unlock it and you open it. It's empty.
Fuck, he's gone. Did he
Passive
climb out of the...
perception, you look up, and there is a grate that has been opened.
Ah, shit.
Bruh.
Pooh Man has kidnapped the pilot. It wasn't the crazy gnome.
You know, we have a cage for a reason.
The crazy gnome looks towards Erebus and say, I may be of some grit, but no match for the halfling.
Halfling? What halfling?
He's a halfling.
Cox stands in the doorway.
He's a halfling, not a gnome. I just remembered he was short. I couldn't remember what type of short.
It's an easy mistake to make with these short
He's in the
folk.
bathroom, but he's not a shit gnome, I assure you.
Sorry, my dear halfling. It won't happen again.
He
Most
nods
likely.
in your direction. He's still very lazy-eyed.
We find your ship quite useful and quite welcoming. Hopefully one day you'll be an honored member of our crew. In the meantime, I have to go find Shipboy. Can I roll persuasion on that? To like convince him we want to be friends with him?
Sure.
I'm gonna run off to the engine bay.
23.
Okay. He sort of rubs his chin as you're speaking, and about halfway through you suggesting this to him, he walks away. But you think that he understood what you were saying.
I'm gonna go find Shipboy.
Not all there.
I'd scramble up into the rafters to follow his trail.
Oh, okay. Meanwhile, Cock heads into the engine room. You walk inside, and things are, as you would expect, just, obviously, they're not activated right now. The ship's not moving.
Is anything damaged?
Yeah, I mean, after the fight, the ship took some damages. The main engines have some scorch marks on them from just being overworked, trying to speedily escape your enemies. But the shields took most of the brunt, so...
Perfect. I will head to the cargo hold as well then to see what Mans is seen.
Alright, what are Jamal and Brock doing?
I want to get a suit on so that when I go out there, I'm prepared to kick this guy's ass.
Okay, what suit do you want to put on?
Do we got like a space super suit that I could put on?
Unless you guys purchased those, which I don't believe you did, you do not have them.
I have mine.
Fuck.
Yeah, Erebus has probably his in his room.
I carry all of my equipment with me. You walk into my room when I'm sleeping, you just see all my equipment just sort of like on top of me, ready to go at a moment's notice.
Okay, Erebus, before you head into the grate, as Jamal sort of mentions the suit, you begin looking through your equipment and you realize your rebreather suit is no longer on you.
He stole that too. How?
I was sleeping! How rude!
More like I've trained myself to wake up if anyone enters my room. Do I still have the tanks of oxygen?
Were you carrying those on you? I assumed you were just using the same one.
I guess they would be wherever in our ship.
Yeah, I mean, you could have some on your ship, the spares. It's just like a heavy thing to carry around with you. We have to have some realism with the inventory.
Do I still have the Blackguard suit?
I think that was on What's-Her-Face in the lab with Miss Wish when you gave it to her to breathe, and then she passed out anyway.
And then I took it back, didn't I?
If you did, then sure. Then you can have it on you, but I don't think you said it, but we can say in hindsight you grabbed it.
I thought I did.
If you did, that's fair enough, because it was like months ago and I do not remember.
I pull out my Blackguard suit, put that on, because it also has a rebreather on it.
Are you sure?
I thought it did, because it was like protecting the changelings from like our atmosphere. It has some sort of protection on it. But you're right, it didn't protect against the poison. This might be the closest thing we have now, except Cock also has his spacesuit still. And Reinhardt.
Yo.
It's true.
And Dridgy has one. I think. And Devon also has one. So you could take Devon's, I guess. You're about the same size.
Again, I'm not convinced that all of you still have your suits, but if you say you do, I will believe you.
Oh,
Dredgy definitely doesn't have one because you guys.
how was
She
she
lost.
breathing?
She lost
She
it on
ripped
Nox
her.
Hollow.
Gotcha.
She like ripped hers apart.
In Nox Hollow, I should say.
Gotcha. I don't remember anyone getting rid of theirs.
There's just been so many moments where you guys have like, unless it's just a thing that you just strap it onto you at all times. Fair enough, I will accept that as an answer. It's just like you have so many things that I just assume over time. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I had 2 oil flasks. Great, I still have one then. Sorry, I was going through and cleaning out what inventory I know I definitely have gotten rid of. So it would be easier in the future.
All right. Well, in the meantime, Cock enters into the cargo hold, the darkened cargo hold with some lights that need to be fixed. What are you looking for? You can smell the corpses.
First of all, I'm gonna make sure that the door is not open, which
Yeah,
it's going to be because I didn't get sucked out immediately.
Definitely don't
Yeah,
do that.
yeah, it's definitely
That's
not.
number one. Good. I'm gonna check inventory to
Sure, got rid of
see
that.
if it got took.
What'd you just say?
Check inventory to see if stuff got taken from here.
Okay. Yeah. Give me an investigation roll.
Sorry, I was just getting rid of some of the weapons I'm pretty sure I've given to people at different points and have not received back.
18.
18. Okay. You start looking through the various boxes and stuff. You don't think anything's been taken other than there was a crate of just sort of like random assortments of extra ammo, and there's definitely been boxes that have, or small little pellet boxes that have been taken. You can just tell because, yeah, whoever did it just left the bigger box open.
Yeah. I'm gonna pop my head back up out of the cargo bay and say, "Poop man is armed."
All right, and as that's happening, Erebus jumps through the vents.
Me in the head.
Jumps through the vents. Another detail I should add is the pants that were on the floor of the bathroom are also gone. Stained pants.
Oh no.
All right, so what are you looking? What are you looking for, Erebus?
I guess I'm following the shit stain trail. See where it goes.
All right, you smell.
Dragged across the ceiling.
You smell the poop. There isn't really a shit stain in here, but you want to do a survival check to sort of follow the fecal matter.
You want me to roll survival?
Fumes.
You're just
Sort of
basking in his manure.
Tracking. Hell
15.
yeah. All right, so you follow a path that leads. He didn't go far. He basically just dropped back down into the airlock.
I dropped down into the airlock.
All right.
Does it look like he went outside, or did he go back inside to kidnap Jade? Well, obviously, because Jade is gone.
It's hard to tell.
Is there like a log to see when the airlock was last opened?
Is there?
If there is, it would probably be in the cockpit.
I go check the cockpit to see if there's like security systems that can tell us when stuff happened.
All right, you walk back to the cockpit. Brock and Jamal, are you guys doing anything?
I'm gonna go to the cargo hold.
Jamal is just pacing in anger. He's just like, just take one fucking nap. This is what fucking happens. God damn it. Fuck. Ugh.
This, yeah. You guys need to spread out your naps. All right, Brock exits goes into the cargo hold. Anything in particular you're looking for?
I walk up to Cock and say, "You have any need of me, friend Cock?"
Yes, there might be some heads that need ripping.
Ah, my specialty. Proceeds to pop all my knuckles.
Fantastic. Very good. My suit is like custom made for me, right?
Yeah, it's specifically designed for a turtle.
Right. Alright, I'm gonna I'm gonna whip out the cube of sus,
Ah, yes, the cube of sus.
and I'm going to give it to Brack. Like, do you have any rope, Brack, or something to
Oh, let me try.
pocket? A really big pocket that you could put this in.
I have 50 feet of rope.
Fantastic. Can I borrow that?
Sure.
Perfect. I'm going to then tie the cube of force to his back so that he does not need to hold it. I am also then going to press face 1 so that gases, wind, and fog can't pass through the barrier. And then I'm going to put on my rebreather suit. And then I'm going to say, "Are you ready?" And point at Brack ominously.
Always!
I'm going to make sure all the other doors are closed.
Alright, you seal up the cargo hold.
Sucked out into the void. And I'm going to open the cargo bay door like Patrick trying to open Sandy's door to get out.
Okay. You walk over to the cargo hold. So your assumption here is that the cube of force will keep Brock alive in this situation, I assume.
Yeah. Theoretically, because at least I didn't get poisoned last time I used it, so hopefully something similar happens.
Yeah.
Oh, hopefully. Of course,
yeah,
Brock's not really questioning anything at this point.
He's like, I know this one, snap some heads.
Okay. You do this. The cargo hold begins to open up, and you can hear a voice, just a basic female voice, be like, "Cargo hold entrance opening," and immediately just vacuum space sucking for a moment, and Cocky, nothing happens to you because you're in the suit. Brock, on the other hand, you have this strange experience where you feel fine for a moment, but then you go to take in a breath and realize that you're not getting anything back.
So I just stopped breathing.
Basically, you have to hold your breath. And you panic. You begin to panic as you realize you can't breathe.
My head just starts going back and forth like, the fuck.
I'm gonna see him having an exorcism, then close the door.
Cargo bay door closing! And then
Yeah, it didn't
closes.
sound right in my head when he said no air was going to be able to come into that thing.
Well, yeah, the one problem you realize now is that there was air on Zilkor Prime. It's just the air was poisonous, so you could breathe as long as you could get the toxins away from you. Whereas in this situation, space doesn't have that. But yeah, you can breathe again now.
Do the oxygen tanks have breathing masks attached to them?
Yeah. Well, not necessarily the tank of oxygen, but the tank connects into the mask.
Right.
Well, that was a new experience.
That was fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
That was just science.
I quite enjoyed that.
I'm gonna check to see if we have any, like, just straight mask tube that attaches to the oxygen. Or that would attach to the oxygen.
Like spares on board the ship?
Yeah. Because, like, for the spare oxygen masks, or masks, spare oxygen tanks, we might keep, like, a regular mask with it or something. I haven't actually looked through that yet.
Alright, so you begin to turn back around and head towards the upper area to look around, and you see the strange halfling stood on the ladder, looking at you, sort of dangling a bit.
Hello there.
He's just looking at you like... It's just giving you an inquisitive stare, seeing what you've just done.
I'm gonna high five him while I walk past.
The songs claimed a navigator. He gives you a wide-eyed look.
The song.
Is this some siren bullshit?
Was she accompanied by another?
No. I locked myself in the room of poo to get away. I have seen these fiends before.
Oh.
I thought about sitting down and flying the bird myself, but I thought I was too scared to have that responsibility once again. I'm going to return to my cage now. He gets down on the ladder and walks back towards his cage. That's enough socializing for one day, you hear him say to himself as the
Thank you, Latour.
cage closes. Jamal yells.
Thank you, Latour. We might need you to move later so you don't explode when the door opens, but
That's fair.
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
He snuggles with Maddie's dead body.
Not Devon's.
You might be a little racist.
Oh,
No.
Oh man, not again.
Alright,
getting the bathroom. He's a
All right.
corpse. No.
you head up the ladder. Cock, I assume Brock follows.
Yep.
Still has the cube of force tied to his back. Alright. You guys are all joined together once again.
Hello.
I almost
What a
died.
whole slice.
As you say hello, Anastasia, wearing a robe, walks into the area you guys are, rubbing her eyes. Good morning. Why aren't we moving?
Jade has disappeared, and we are parked on an asteroid.
The songs took her and the poop man's gone.
She turns around and walks back towards her room.
That is a wise choice. We'll let you know when we fix this mess we've got ourselves into again.
As she's walking down the hallway, you can hear Drigi say, like, what the hell did they just say? She's walking back.
The Pooh Man's gone. Not the
Man's
original
gone.
Pooh.
Uh,
Not the Pooh, the giant Goliath who thought he was a Pooh gnome. Different Pooh Man.
Oh, I miss him. Oh, shit, I forgot about Big Gnome. Alright, what do you guys want to do? What's the plan?
I want to check the security footage if it exists still.
The security footage. You don't think there's any cameras on board the ship?
Can I check to see if we have like a log of when airlocks and stuff are open?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's what you're doing. Yeah. Give me an intelligence check as you're looking through the terminal up above.
Ooh. 19.
Okay, so there's not really a log about airlocks opening, but you manage to pull up what you realize is a journal from, or like a diary from Jade as she was writing. And she it's basically just a bunch of scribbles and notes about sitting, and I don't think that these guys really take me seriously. Nobody respects me here. Reinhardt's my only friend. And then
It's true.
she are you just specifically looking for, like, what are you looking for in her?
Information why we stopped. Stuff like that.
Okay, so you start reading various things. If you're just looking for information why you stopped, there is the most recent passage talks about hearing a sound coming from outside.
That's never good.
She stopped the ship to check on something. She's just like, I have to go check something. Reinhardt's asleep, everyone's asleep. I guess I have to do this myself. And then it ends there. But there's a whole bunch of other passages as well.
I'll respect her privacy and not disturb her diary.
All right.
Who am I kidding? I'm a spy.
Cock goes, that's it.
Do you want to check the other ones?
No. I did read that part where she's a little unhappy that we aren't
Yeah.
treating her seriously, but we were in a station-wide fight and needed to heal ourselves.
There's like a lot of mentions of like, man, Leon Adrian ran his ship so much better and stuff like that. Like really sassy remarks.
Bitch,
Like,
I've
really
been in charge
cuts
for
you.
1 day.
It's
And
been a
I'm trying my
complicated day. All right, that's the information. What do you guys want to do?
Besides Cock's suit, does anyone else still have theirs? Because mine appears to have been stolen.
Did we check Devon's body?
Yeah, let's check.
Actually, Devon didn't have a super suit. Never mind. Sorry. A super suit. I keep saying
You didn't have a
I
rebreather?
keep saying that. God damn it.
What happened to your rebreather? Oh, no. Was he immune to the poisonous atmosphere?
No. Just so much shit happened in Knox Hollow that I know. Like, let me check his inventory. Actually, he might actually just fucking have it.
Didn't we use someone's to, like, protect the baby from the poison?
Yeah.
We used
Oh, those
mine for a
cocks.
little bit.
Oh yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Oh, because Cock could hold his breath for...
Yeah, 'cause I could just hold my breath.
I don't think Reinhardt ever put his away.
He's just been wearing it nonstop.
But I'll have Erebus try mine on and see how uncomfortable it is.
How big are you?
Without the
Like,
totem
how-
on my back.
How big are you?
Like, how tall?
How rude.
Like 5'8".
I'm 6'5". So I balance some of the disparity out.
Stretch it real far.
The problem is that the totem extends like 3 feet up off my back.
But the totem wouldn't cover the suit, right? You would, like, put the suit on under your shell?
My
Or would
skin's
this-
attached to my shell.
True.
the totem.
So it would cover your shell. Would it cover the totem?
The totem is like lodged into my shell.
Gotcha.
So at the very least, there's like a big lump behind the head.
Does Reinhardt or Devon still have theirs?
I don't see it in Devon's inventory. What did you guys do with the stuff in Devon's inventory? Because he's got some interesting stuff.
It's sitting there. We've not desecrated
We have not
him.
violated his corpse yet.
I had a shitload of money, I remember. Yeah, 970.
But yeah, if you say Reinhardt had his suit, I will say Reinhardt has his suit, Jacob. So Reinhardt puts his suit out for you guys to take if you want it.
Alright, thank you, Reinhardt. Put it on. Well, me and Cock could go explore, or if this takes less than an hour, me, Cock, and someone else.
If anyone can fit in my suit, they're more than welcome to.
Dritchy
I
is
doubt
probably
any
the only...
suit's gonna fit me.
Actually, Cock's might.
I'm 7'3".
Yeah, probably. Well, the 3-foot totem on top of Cock's thing, that's like, what? 8 feet tall?
Like 8.5 feet.
Oh,
The problem is going to be seeing, because he's going to have to like hold the head while his actual head is like in the back. He might not be the best in fighting, but he can help look. Or to swing his arms.
Or it could just be me and you, Cock. And everyone else can follow us in the spaceship.
we don't have a pilot.
We got the halfling.
Will he do it?
Convince him to not be scared to fly.
Probably not. Was Reinhardt, as a ex-military person, specialist in... Or Jamal, did Jamal, as a soldier, specialize in vehicles?
Nope.
He's not proficient in vehicles?
Not flying them anyway. Maybe
Uh-huh.
ground vehicles.
What if, instead of getting off the ground, we just sort of drag the ship with its engines on the ground? Would it then count as a ground vehicle?
I mean, you could turn it back into its Hot Wheels toy and hope
Hey,
everyone
yeah.
survives in the cargo hold.
We get everyone in the cage, and we turn it back into a toy engine.
I mean, yeah. That's possible. We can do that.
Until we
don't
find
have to be in the
civilization on this asteroid, and then we'll get help.
We don't have to be in the
Exactly.
cave. We just have to be in the cargo bay.
Yeah.
So let's get everything and everything valuable into the
You have to
cargo bay.
My God, this is awesome.
Works for me. All right, I'm gonna go over and get Dridgy and Timbly.
Yeah, we're just going to start getting everyone into the cargo bay.
Yep.
Okay, but you have to convince them. Think about what you're asking people to do. We're gonna stuff you all inside of a cargo hold, and then we're gonna shrink the ship down and hope you don't all fucking die. Our theory is that the magical leprechaun didn't die, so you guys won't either. Basically.
Yeah, let's not do that.
It might work. It might. I'm just saying you have to be able to articulate that to a bunch of people that are risking their lives for this. It sounds like Brock and Jamal are down.
I'm gonna see if Timbly fits in my suit.
Okay. You bring your suit towards Timbly.
Hey man, Brock's whole reason for coming with you guys is because he wants new experiences. So
That's true.
this is one hell of an experience.
I have a blast.
Yeah, your suit would fit Timbly. It would also fit Anastasia as well. I mean, it would be awkward for them to wear it, but they could do it. They're both about the right height. Yeah. Good luck trying to convince Charos, who believes he's the chosen one, to get into fucking cargo hold.
Charos is here. Can he breathe? He can breathe in space. Me, Cock, and Charos. We could just do that.
I'm just gonna tell everyone to come to the.
We're having a meeting.
Hey,
Everyone, bring all of your worldly possessions down to the cargo hold. Along with you, we're having a meeting. And someone bring the baby, for the love of God.
Even I forgot about the baby.
Why is this room red? Oh no, the baby. Oh,
All right, well, Timbly, Bibbs, and Dridgy grab their things, and they're like, "Oh, why do we need our things for a meeting?" But they go anyway. Anastasia joins Dridgy.
I go get Cal and all the rest of my things. And I guess all the food and supplies we have in the kitchen.
Are we sure it isn't just living things that get crushed outside of the cargo bay? Because my bedroom was fine when we got here.
True. I'll risk the food.
You could put like a bar or
like, we
something
can
in the
bring-
kitchen.
Yeah, I'll.
Some food and leave some food.
Fuck
I'll
it, test
leave-
the baby. Put the baby there. Fuck it.
You know,
We'll leave like
Fine.
one piece of food, and we bring all of like the ship's wealth and like everything important down into the cargo.
Secret stash of wealth.
Yeah. Eventually, Brawl wakes up. What are we having a garage sale?
Okay,
yeah.
is it like everyone in here now and like all of our stuff?
Yeah. Charos finishes coming down, and eventually everyone gathers in the
All right,
cargo
guys.
hold.
So we don't have a pilot. Jade is outside along with Echo. We're going to go try to find her. The unfortunate thing is we only have enough breathing suits for 2 people. So our idea was me and Cock and Cheros, because he can breathe in space. Right, Cheros?
I believe so.
We'll go outside, try to find them, and the rest of you will stay in the cargo hold, and we will shrink the ship back down to its toy size.
Shrink the ship. So what now?
Anastasia's like, wait, so when you said all that stuff earlier, you weren't joking? That was actually the truth of what's happening right now.
Everyone seen the magic school bus.
Huh? Everyone looks at Cock.
My apologies.
Timbly Bibbs speaks up. Perhaps we overworked her and she just left.
No, there's some magic song that's driving.
No, the crazy magic man says something different.
Are you not all
I read
crazy
her
magic men? Sorry.
I read her captain's log. Well, not her captain's log, her pilot's log. And she heard a noise outside and went to go investigate. We think it's some magical trap.
It's
Like
trap
the-
music. Yes.
Interesting.
They were yelling 1738 outside. She came running.
Cock, roll me a perception check.
Natural 20.
All right. So as this sort of meeting is going on and people are speaking their mind, you look over towards your friend Drigi, and she's not looking where everyone's looking. You see her eyes set on Cheros. She just looks very concerned. Clearly, she had not realized yet, or quite the full extent, that he was back. And you just see like panic begin to set in. Maybe I should just stay upstairs, even when you shrink the ship.
Hey, no, that will kill you.
No. You're not getting crushed.
I shouldn't be here.
How about you get in
enough of
the
us
if
here
you
that we can stop you if you get a bit crazy.
if you really feel unsafe? How about you get in the cage with the halfling?
I'm sure he'll have a great time with you.
She looks over towards the halfling who has fallen asleep in the arms of dead Maddie.
Devon on the other side.
Yeah, Devon's body somehow looking upset that he wasn't chosen.
This is crazy.
She looks even more concerned now.
As I say that, I'm gonna set the torso and legs of the woman we killed in there too.
On the head too.
Do I have the head or do you?
You do.
Oh,
That was on the turtle. The turtle.
Who's still back on the station? You haven't summoned him.
yeah. I told him to set the body down when we went into the church, and then
Then it's still in the church.
Yeah, you guessed. We forgot about that.
Looking for you guys. Didn't see you or my tortoise. Then read your message, grabbed the corpse, and left.
Okay, so you have it.
Yeah.
All right. All right, you place it in there. Anastasia is gonna say, "I'm kind of with Jamal on this one. Can you repeat what the fuck you just said? Because it doesn't make any sense, and I'm not happy."
So, Jade is missing. So is one of the mercenaries who tried to kill us that we then gave severe brain damage to. Felt bad, brought him back, and now he's sort of pissed. That one's on us. That one's on us. The Jade situation is not. She is missing. There was some noise outside according to her journal. She has left the ship. Most likely stole my air suit. Magic Man who built this ship says there was some like magic song that lured her out, and he boarded himself up so he wouldn't fall for it. So all we know is Jade is outside. There may or may not be some magical component to it that is dangerous, and we could either, I guess, just leave everyone here on the ship normal size and walk back to it, or we could shrink the ship with all of you in the cockpit and bring you with us.
And there's also a shitting bounty hunter somewhere on board the ship.
I did follow his trail. It led to the airlock. I don't know if he left or not, because if he walked out, did I like check at the bottom, like a fall, if there's just his dead body from where he suffocated?
Yeah, you probably checked. You didn't see anything.
So he's either on the ship with Jade or somehow found a way for him to leave himself.
And we won't get squished if we shrink down while this ship is.
We believe if you're in the cargo hold, you will not get squished, because we found Halfling in here in his cage and he was fine.
You're supposed to pretend like you're sure.
Are you sure?
I am the captain. I have to be honest with these people. There's like a 90% chance you'd be safe in the cargo hold, 99% chance you'd be safe in that cage.
You hear Georgie say, guys, and then walking up in his sort of nappy sack outfit, you see Latour staring at you, hands behind his back, sort of crossed.
Latour, do you have some information on how your magic ship works?
Why are you all so loud?
We had a question for you.
Oh, you are just like the voices. Well, what else do I have to do? Fire away.
So when your ship shrinks, is everything that's organic get crushed unless they're in the cargo hold? Or is it they only get crushed if they're not in your cage?
I no longer have a ship.
when you did have a ship.
Ah, you're asking about your ship.
Yes.
Unless you stole this. But either way, I don't really care.
I have purchased it with my soul.
Huh?
What?
What? A bunch of people all look at us like, what?
A lot of money, but I'd like to know from the master.
Pop up. Drigi will remember that.
That is hilarious. Devon, me, Reinhardt, and Cock are the only people who still know we made a deal with a demon.
Yep. Persuasion roll. Calculus.
A 23.
Ah, you wish to know of the properties of the hold. Yes, if the ship is returned to its natural form, everything inside will be fine.
Sounds good. You can be anywhere in the cargo hold.
Anastasia's like, you expect me to believe some crazy-ass gnome?
He's a halfling!
He is a halfling, and also he built the ship.
Monsieur, I am a halfling. I heard them say it. You didn't have to say it too.
Sorry, Anastasia. I know we put a lot of stress on you in the past 3 weeks.
It's not just me. It's everybody here. You guys walk around like you know what the fuck you're doing, but every time we do anything, everything explodes, or we get attacked. What do you expect us to believe at this point? We stopped for 2 hours for you guys to take a rest, and now the one person that can fly the damn ship is gone!
Not the only person. Latour can too. But that is a different point. Yeah, things don't look great, and it looks bleak, and shit has gone to the 9 hells and back. But we are trying our best to get everyone safely to Elfhere. But unfortunately, to get everyone safely to Elfhere, we have to make a stop at a monastery to revive 3 of the people who have not made it safely to Elfhere. Persuasion.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Yep.
13. And anyone who's a dwarf...
Maddie's dead body is really into what you're saying.
It was a 14. Actually, it was a
Timbly-
14. I was adding 7. It was an 8. It's actually a 14.
You can see Timbly and Brawl both nod their head in agreement with what you're saying. Cheros seems contemplative at the moment. Drigi is more focused on what Cock just mentioned about selling his soul. And then Anastasia just cracks. She just goes full Jokar moment. I can't do this. I thought that joining up with you guys would be great because you saved me and all this stuff, but I don't even know if you guys are good guys anymore. Seriously, what? Who are these people that we find ourselves with? A crazy gnome and an evil bounty hunter who poops his pants? I don't even know. Who are you people?
We are members of the Ring
I'm
Fleet.
Brock.
He's in a gladiatory fighter. Evil clowns funhouse. Okay, don't get me started on that one.
How can you expect me to just accept this?
I don't, Anastasia. I don't. I don't even believe half of the stuff that's happened in the past 2 weeks since those fucking changelings showed up at the restart station and tried to kidnap this man for his brother, Hydroxyl,
Cheros nods.
Yep.
Yes.
who is the creator of our sun and is trying to kill the universe to feed their father energy or some shit.
It's the opposite, but I don't know if this is the time to really have this conversation, but he wants to, I suppose, destroy Hydros in order to kill my father. The problem is, if he destroys Hydros, then he basically destroys the Omega Astria, because there's absolutely no chance that he can destroy my father without destroying the galaxy.
See, so if we're working with this man, we're on the right side.
Anastasia's eyes just wide, mouth agape, staring at Cheres now. You know what? I'm going in the cage and I'm taking a fucking nap. Do whatever you want. And she just walks away.
Well, this was a new experience.
Maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
Oh, you did a good job.
Yeah, we've been. I just turned to the entire crew. Yeah, to be honest, we were trying to keep that a little bit from you guys, just because it's a little overwhelming and unbelievable, and a lot of pressure to be put on our soldiers, realizing that we are one of the few things standing between our sun being destroyed.
But if I may, it does point out the importance of us getting to Elfir and, telling the Ring of what's happening and perhaps getting their army on our side and stopping this evil. So, yes, we are all making a sacrifice in this moment to trust in these two, Coculus and Erebus, but they have not gone against us yet, and I believe that they have our best interests at heart. Timbly Bibbs nods. Yeah, I mean, Cock or Coculus or whatever you just called him. He seems like alright folk, and I haven't talked a lot to Erebus, but listen.
What's up, Tim?
The things that we've seen the past couple days, the fact that we're even alive is a blessing. I mean, come on, people. He sort of says that last part loud so Anastasia can hear it. I just think we need to put our heads down and try to make it through the day. And listen, Jade is a part of our crew, so if this is what it takes to get her back, this is what we're gonna do. And Chero starts clapping. Very good rhyme there, my friend. And then Brawl starts clapping as well.
Too.
Bronze Phoenix! Bronze Phoenix! Bronze Phoenix! Bronze Phoenix!
Alright, everybody, put your hands in the middle.
Let's do it! Let's do
Bronze
it,
Phoenix on 3. 1, 2, 3. Bronze Phoenix.
Anastasia's just like looking at everyone like we're fucking insane.
Being too in the moment, I'd sprint towards the closed door and slam into it.
And to be fair, we did try to get in contact with the Ring Fleet already, and it turned out they were already working for Hydroxyl. So,
Oh.
not the entire Ring Fleet, but that ship we were on where you turned into a dragon and we escaped.
Oh. So you wanted me to hang out with you guys while you go out into outer space?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we think because your
Hey,
dragon
yeah,
form
well-
could breathe in space, we're hoping you can breathe in space.
Well, I've been able to do it every other time I've done it, so hopefully that's still the case.
Alright, everyone hold your breath, we're going outside into space.
Or do you want them to wait upstairs until we close the door again so they don't all get sucked out?
I mean, you guys just go out the airlock.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do that. We go out the airlock.
The airlock's upstairs, so everyone can wait in the cargo hold. Alright, Jamal and Brock, are you going along with this plan?
And everyone make sure Dredgy doesn't leave
yes.
and get herself crushed. Thank you.
It's a new experience, yes.
Alright.
Reinhardt
I'm gonna
message
untie my
me.
orb and take her back and give him the rope back.
I'll message you guys when we're all outside.
I just
Reinhardt-
remembered Reinhardt exists.
Reinhardt makes respond saying everyone's ready to go. We'll shrink the ship, and hopefully we can still communicate after that. Break.
Hopefully we're still alive.
Yeah.
If you're not, we know a
Just a cargo hold full of corpses.
if you're not, we know a great
A new character.
monastery that we can go to.
Get pulled over by the space police. Hey, what's all these corpses? Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine.
We're going to get the
Devon
mod,
to
guys.
Jamal to Brawl. Boy, Brawl will be dead too. Fuck.
You would have to one of you would have to start playing Cheros.
Alright, but Cheros, Erebus, and Coculus exit out through the airlock onto the floor of the asteroid. You can see the rough rocky surface. You can see it's sort of a jagged rock, and you can see deep cratered areas scattered across where you think caves and stuff probably could be found.
Timbly's coming too because he's wearing my suit.
Okay, you want Timbly to...
So you have an hour before you die.
Oh,
And you can't say anything.
Start suffocating. Yeah, and I have to go Mr. Mime mode.
But you can probably communicate with Cheros.
Well, if we need
also
to, we can walk an hour,
telepathically communicate
unshrink
with
the
anyone
ship,
if I-
go in, take a breath, come back out, reshrink the ship, and keep going.
Yeah. All right, you exit out and you stare at the giant black ship with Bronze Phoenix engraved on the side.
I message Reinhardt. We're outside the ship. Is everyone ready for the shrinking?
Ready when you are.
No, let's get this over with.
Do the honors.
Reinhardt screams out to everyone in the cargo hold, "Brace for impact!"
I'm
I
going to.
return now.
He can't say anything without his suit.
I'm
How
going
the
to
fuck does this?
telepathically tell Timbly to boom the ship.
All right, here we go. Boom. Whoosh! The ship shrinks. Jamal, Brock, both of you experience an immensely sharp pain in your side as this happens, and then suddenly you feel nothing at all.
I send a message. You guys alive?
You get no response. The ship is sort of floating next to the asteroid now as a little toy. One thing that does actually happen is as the ship begins to shrink, you hear like the Wilhelm scream, and then suddenly the body of Echo 55 just shoots out from the tiny little ship, and he's just dead, floating through space.
Found him.
Hey! This is like poop flying in the air.
I grab him and throw him towards the sun.
You hear Timbly Bibbs. Oh god! Oh god!
Have a safe travel, Echo 55. If only you could have been a little bit smarter. And a little less racist, too, you piece of shit.
Alright, where are we headed?
I look around to see if I can... Cheros, are you good at tracking?
I can give it a shot. You want to help me out?
Sure.
He sort of picks up one of the rocks that are like floating next to where your ship had sort of not crashed, but stopped. I think I can see footsteps. I don't know if they're Jade's or her assailants, but they lead towards that opening over there. That cave. This is complicated.
Indeed. Someone make sure to grab the ship before it floats away.
Timbly jumps up and grabs it and floats back down.
You said they led towards the caves?
Yeah. I really don't... I know I said all that nice stuff, but I really hope that everybody's okay.
So do I. So do I.
I was trying to find a place to put them as soon as possible. And Cheros just starts walking in that direction.
I start walking with them. Every time we walk somewhere, I feel like everyone's walking at a normal pace. I'm deliberately taking very slow steps.
Yeah, you have to stay pace with everyone. Cock, you can hear in your head, "You doing good, buddy?" The voice of Cheros.
Yep.
All right. Timbly Bibbs follows, and the four of you start heading in that direction. Timbly Bibbs is trying to stay at the back as to not be the first one to be attacked, seeing as he has no weapons. You approach the entrance to the asteroid cave. You notice that the rocky surface has been carved away to form sort of a natural archway leading into the cave.
Well, this isn't suspicious at all.
There are glowing blue and purple crystals that are embedded in the walls and the ceilings, casting eerie light throughout the cavern. And you get a strange sensation coming in through your mask. It's like contaminant of something, a flower maybe, that is present within the cave. Cheros immediately pokes his head up, looks back at you both. And he's like, thumbs up, thumbs down.
Thumb sideways.
He nods. All right. And begins walking deeper inside.
I go
You can all
stealth mode.
see... All right, stealth.
27.
Erebus disappears.
If anyone
into
bothered to look up, I'm
shadows.
just on the ceiling.
Yeah, he disappears onto the ceiling. Timbly Bibbs also tries to stealth. He just sort of goes up against the wall. Everyone can see him. But he feels safer that way, and Cheros and Cock just walk side by side into the cave. There is a pretty thick mist that helps obscure what's out in front of you beyond a few feet. However, there's silhouettes of several large rocks that appear to just be floating in the mist, gently swaying back and forth, being pushed by an unseen current. And it's at this point that you guys begin to hear the sound of singing. It starts off as just a high-pitched hum, and then leads into a choir of multiple voices singing out a ethereal language you don't understand, some sort of tune that I'm not gonna do because fuck that shit.
It's a small world after
I'll
all.
put it- But yeah, you can hear this voice beckoning you closer into the lair. I need Cock and Erebus to make me wisdom saving throws.
Are you sure it's not dexterity?
Sadly,
3.
no.
29.
That makes sense. Cock isn't breathing, so he's not like inhaling this flower thing.
Okay, so this is what happens. Cock and Cheros are walking forward, and just in a moment's notice, Timbly Bib starts walking past you at quite a pace, trying to head further into the cave. And at the same time, Erebus drops down from the ceiling and begins following him.
Help me! Are we aware of what we're doing?
You hear Timbly Bib say, "Do you hear that? It's beautiful!" And he doesn't sound like that. "Do you hear that? It's beautiful!" And both of them start running
I'm
off.
gonna try to sleight of hand yoink the ship off him while he runs past me.
Okay, sleight of hand. Cheros, meanwhile, is going to try to tackle Erebus to the ground.
Dex saving
20.
throw.
All right, you can make a dex save.
I need to check something.
18.
All right, you grab the ship.
Fantastic.
Fuck the man, just take the ship. Well, technically, it's a lot of mans in
I'm
that
gonna-
ship.
I'm gonna start following him kind of closely to make sure he doesn't fall into a hole of doom or something.
All right.
So I got a 4, but that's plus 7, so it's
With the intention of just
12.
picking him up if he looks like
But
he's gonna be.
here's the thing. This would be like more of a role-playing thing. With me being like entranced by this, would I try to use Uncanny Dodge to like miss him? Would I try to use Evasion to like...
You might be so entranced by the song that you're not really paying attention.
That's up to you, Dylan. If I'm like enchanted by this, am I trying to use my Uncanny Dodge or Evasion to not get...
That's an interesting question.
You might though.
Uncanny Dodge, I would still get hit with a nat 20. I would take like half the damage. And Evasion...
You're not going to take any damage. He's basically just trying to tackle you so that you don't move forward.
So I guess Evasion would come into this. When you're subject to an effect that allows you to make a dex saving throw to take only half damage. So it's a damage one again, but it's like this dex saving throw if you want to like play it role playing wise. But if it's up to you.
Well, we'll say that. Yeah. I think you should use it.
Alright, so I got a 12. So if I fail, I take half damage, and if I succeeded, I take no damage. So if I succeeded on like dodging him, which I didn't because he got a nat 20, so I guess I would take damage and he makes contact. But I at least try to dodge out of his way.
Okay, 1 second. Let's see. All right, so you take half damage.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna take 2 damage, and as you take the damage, make another Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, this dice keeps falling off the fucking table.
Also, shout out to Nick and Jacob for being the real homies, actively being like, "Yeah, we're cool."
I'm
Unnatural.
drunk.
on the ship.
Let's go.
Unnatural 20.
I'm a smallman. All right, as Cheros tackles you to the floor, you like hit your head slightly on the ground, then your eyes open, and you realize this song just lured you and like took over your mind for a moment.
Is Kimberly close enough to me? I could try to like scratch him to do the same.
Well, Cock's between both of you, but you could try.
I'm gonna try to scratch him before he goes farther.
Okay.
I'm not great at this. 13.
See if that's a hit. It is.
All right, you guys ready for the power of Erebus? I got a 1. That's -1 damage, so I did nothing.
All right. You touch his face, and since he didn't take any damage, he doesn't make a wisdom saving throw. He keeps moving, but everyone saw you try to attack him.
You see me like go forward, and instead of like clawing him, I accidentally just like caress his face sensually.
Give him a little kiss on the cheek.
Mwah.
The power of love will wake him.
Yeah, that -1 strike means I do -1 damage on my claw attack.
All right. What are you guys doing?
I pull up my anti-material rifle and start charging it. I'm kidding.
I'm still following Timbley to make sure he doesn't go anywhere too bad.
I guess we follow him stealthily, Cheros?
That appears to be the turtle's plan. Be ready to scratch him again if anything goes wrong.
Indeed.
I mean, scratch him for the first time.
I rolled a nat 20 on my stealth.
Oh shit! You
So
go
that's
right
a
back
30.
to the ceiling.
That's a 30. It's just...
You leap. You do a backflip onto the ceiling, and Cheros just rolls his eyes like, "All right, man, cool. You're so cool, kitty boy."
Hey, I'm good at, like, 2 things, okay? Let me have them.
Yeah. All right, so you guys follow Timbley Bibbs through this sort of blue crystal hallway. The walls are all made out of this like dull blue crystal, and then just occasionally sticking out of the side, you see these luminescent purple ones that give off this, radiant energy. You can see that wherever you're headed leads to sort of an intersection that goes off in 2 ways. One direction that just heads straight forward into a bigger hallway. Another one goes off to the side down a corridor or cave entrance somewhere.
I guess we follow Timbley, because if he's heading towards the song, that's probably where Jade is.
All right. You continue to follow Timbley Bibbs. He just sort of stumbles forward at quite a pace, and he turns back to you at a moment. He's like, "Guys, isn't that beautiful?" And then keeps going. That's not his fucking voice. I keep doing a child voice for Timbley Bibbs. "Hey, guys, listen! It's amazing!"
Sounds great. We have to go.
"You're right!" He starts sprinting.
Oh no.
I now start walking to keep up with him.
All right, he sprints off, and then you enter a bigger area. There's a large purple crystal on the wall, pulsing with this energy. And further down, like Timbley stops for a moment, and like his eyes go wide, as you guys can see at the far end of this large corridor of crystal. You see like a tent made out of these purple crystals, and then sat out in front of it are these 2 beautiful women who, wear sort of bikini shell outfit, and they're like beckoning you forward. "Hey, boys!"
Shoot him.
Alright, I'm gonna pick up Timbley.
All right, Cock grabs Timbley. Cheros looks over towards the 2 women. "Excuse me, have you seen our friend?" "Oh, who's your friend?" A human female? I don't know, ages for humans, 30 something. "What's she wearing?"
Khakis.
He looks over towards Cock. What was she wearing?
Khakis.
Khakis. "No, I haven't seen anyone wearing khakis."
Would have been
Okay, well, just let us know if you have.
Got a bunch of valley girls out here.
He starts pointing backwards. We're just gonna be over here. Why don't you come join us?
I'm gonna start shaking Timbly the way you would a baby.
Okay.
The way you would? You mean the way you wouldn't, right?
You start
Yeah.
shaking Timbly. He's looking at you like, guys, I think I have a real chance here. Don't mess this up for me.
I'm gonna telepathically ask Erebus to smack him.
I am like on the ceiling.
Yeah, you can't actually speak telepathically to Erebus.
I am so well hidden in my mind.
So you're looking up where you think he is, and you're like talking, and nothing's happening. And you just hear Chero say, that you're talking to me, man. This is awkward.
I do have the ability to telepathically speak with anyone who can comprehend a language within 30 feet that I can see as well.
Okay, fucking man, then say that first, right?
Yeah, but here's the thing, Andrew. I rolled a nat 20 on stealth.
Yeah, I can't
Do
see
not
you.
see me.
I'm still talking to Cheros. Smack him.
Cheros gives you a thumbs up. And Cheros is going to swing his fist at Timbly Pip's face. He really slugs him, too.
You die.
Timbly's eyes reopen. Huh? Oh, shit.
Hello?
Sorry, boss.
It's alright.
Sorry, boss. Their voice was so beautiful. It's still beautiful. Why don't you come over, lads? Are those the things that, got Jade?
Probably. Alright, I'm gonna start walking over.
Erebus is just like on the ceiling, upside down, gun out, pointed at these people like, I'm ready when you are. But no, like,
Alright, Cock, you start walking over. The closer you get, the more disgusted you become. As the closer you get, the beauty fades from these creatures. What was nice, like very tight, light blue skin, becomes very ragged, dark blue skin, and their teeth extends out, and they smell really bad, and their ears extend out, sort of elf style, but like crooked, and their eyes become this dark red. Yes, come closer. Our savior has arrived.
You gross. You're ugly.
You hear Chero say, "Man, those babes are nice, but I don't think now's the time, Cock. They seem really kind and all that, but I think we should try to find our friend Jade," he says really loud. It echoes. Come closer, Turtle. I wish to speak to you.
can I shoot them now?
Comes Yoda.
Yeah, you can shoot them whenever you want. I'm just waiting for you.
Beautiful.
Shoot the motherfucker!
Does a 21 hit?
Yep.
All right, boys. That's an instant crit! Yeah!
Fuck.
I have to calculate this damage. So close, guys. Only 97 damage.
Oh. No, Jesus.
So close to getting that 100. So close.
All right, you shoot this beautiful woman in the face, sort of hanging off, one arm attached to the ceiling, the other trying to aim this gun. You shoot them. Their head explodes. Guts. These sort of fishy guts fly over, spray all over Cock and the other one's face. And then they just leap forward towards Cock, the one that's still alive.
Woo! I did it!
Oh, shit. I assume a 25 will hit.
Uh-oh. I don't know. I'm gonna check that.
Give it a gander. Okay, so the sort of elongated teeth now come out and immediately bite down on Cock's exposed shoulder. And I need you to make me another wisdom saving throw.
28.
Okay. For a moment, you begin to feel like this strange rage come over you, but you push this creature off of you and get rid of the magical effect before it takes place. You see, and then the creature sort of swivels backwards like a snake and carries itself off into some sort of small cave. The dead body of its ally still on the ground.
I dropped down.
I just want to say, you did enough damage, +1, to kill it twice.
My assassinate finally worked, guys.
Alright, what would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna
Next
pick up
time
the
we
corpse and ask Timbley if he has use for this.
How the hell am I supposed to bloody know?
Alright,
Fantastic. We'll come back for it later. I'll fling it towards where we entered.
the next time we face Tratus, or Hydroxyl as we now know, that's what's going to be his head.
I'm gonna look in.
I go for like fist bumps from people.
I'll fist bump him. And
Timbley Bibbs fist bumps you. You see Charos back at sort of the entrance of the chamber, and he walks off in the other direction.
Should we search their tent-like thing?
No.
You want to search their tent?
Yes.
Alright, you walk up. Who's searching it?
Me.
Alright, investigation check.
Someone like to help me?
Yes.
Oh, nat 20.
Easy.
Alright, you walk up towards the tent, and you like duck your head under to like look inside, and you begin to feel your suit that you're wearing heat up really quickly.
I don't see anything in like the brief 5 seconds I stick my head in.
Really quickly, you just see like beds, and you know everything in here is made out of crystal.
There doesn't look to be your jade-sized body in there.
No, there's no living creature in there.
Alright, I get back out. It's very hot in there.
Yeah, you duck out.
Jade isn't in there though, so we can either check the other passageway that Charos is going towards, or we can follow Snake Lady.
And you can all see that his suit is like red hot for a moment. It looks like if he hadn't gotten out of there quicker, he may have melted off his body.
That uncanny dodge for you, boys. I still can't believe I got hit by a fucking train and survived.
I'm gonna pick up the corpse and start following Charos.
Alright. And as you're doing that, Timbley Bibbs had already started walking back towards where Charos was to check on him. He moves like further east down a different section of the cave. Erebus, are you following as well?
Yes, we're not splitting the party more than it already is at this point.
Alright, so holding the dead body, the rest of the crew walk down. Alright, so you meet another intersection. You can continue to go straight forward, or you can go south or north.
Charos, what led you this way?
Well, it's these crystals. They seem to have different abilities, each of them. I'm not so sure that they can be trusted.
Yes, that is fair. I stuck my head in their tent, almost burned myself to death.
Yes, I moved closer to the one up ahead, and the breath around me became crystallized, and I don't know what purpose that has, but I don't like it.
Neither do I. Hope Jade is alive, because she's quite important to this mission as our pilot.
That is an understatement. Alright, which way would you guys like to go?
I would like to perceive which way appears to be a way Jade would go.
Okay. I don't even know how to answer that.
I guess, would it be investigation to like try to figure out which way Jade would go?
Yeah, but how are you figuring that out? Is my main question.
Just like look down each hallway, think about which one would she more likely go down, check the floor, mid-sized footprints.
Okay, so you want to like track her basically.
Yeah.
Okay, survival roll.
All right, anyone want to help me?
Charos will help. Cock, what are you doing? Just carrying the body and following?
Yeah, that's a 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for them.
All right. Well, you don't have any footprints to go off of. Sort of the obvious answer would be to just go straight forward the way you're going, but at the same time, you can see rooms the other way. Well, you can see rooms one way. The other way seems to be a passage that further spirals somewhere else into the caves. But forward, you can see doors on either side, as well as crystals that lead down further.
Well, Cheros, should we check the room? Should we check the doors? Should we check the spiral staircase?
I assume that suggesting we split up would be a bad idea.
Yeah, we...
mark the rooms.
Alright, I guess Cock answered for us. But yes, we probably shouldn't split up when any one of us could end up being charmed by these people, and without someone else there to help, get consumed, most likely, I'm guessing. That's a good point.
Okay.
Can we check the stomach contents of this other person for Jade?
You want to put their
Yeah.
body down and start digging through their stomach?
Yes.
All right, Cock, do you allow him to do that?
Yeah, I'll plop the body down and keep going to the room.
Okay, there's 3 rooms you could go to. There's 2 that appear to be up ahead where you're going, or there's one north of you. Do you have anyone in particular you want to check out?
I'll go to the one north room.
Okay, and then make a medicine check, Erebus, as you jab into the stomach of the person. Cheros will follow Cock.
11.
Bibbs watches you do this to this body. You jab into it, slice it horizontally, and pull open the stomach. Ah! Looks like a stomach in there.
Yo, Tims, want to help me?
Yeah,
I didn't.
I guess.
It wouldn't help. I got a 5, so the 10 would still be the best option. Well, that told me nothing. I sew it
He
back
also
up.
sticks his hand in there and then, yeah, finds nothing.
I stitch it back up and carry the body back to Cock.
All right. You guys head into the room. All right, so the room up ahead, you can see another one of these large purple crystal tent areas, and then 3 sections. The walls are all made of this dull blue crystal, but this has 3 sort of spiked up out of the ground luminescent blue crystals. And then there's 2 chests on either side of the room. But in order to get to the chests, you'll have to walk past these crystals.
I'm gonna try to walk past the crystals.
All right, dex saving throw.
19.
All right, so you manage to sort of weave like a spy through like a laser room. You weave past these crystals and head over to the first chest. You open it, I assume.
Yes.
All right, inside the first chest, you see what looks to be the skull of some sort of beast that has been placed on top of like rations that are probably made of some sort of animal, maybe the same beast the skull is, and then a small sort of hand crossbow next to it.
I take it all.
Okay, where are you putting it?
I'll just put it by the door for now, or by in front of the crystals, so that I don't have to walk back through the crystals to get to the door, and then go back.
Oh, so you're just grabbing the chest.
Yeah, I'll do that too. I'll grab the chest, put it in front of the crystals, and then go to the other chest.
All right, another dex saving throw. As this is happening, Charos leaves the room you're in.
We need more chests. 18.
18. All right, you slip past a few more crystals and get to the other side. Now you're closer to this large purple crystal. You can feel the energy coming off of it, but you open the next chest. Inside, you find some money. There's about 40 gold credits inside, as well as a stack of papers that have been written on in black ink. You can see the drawing of some sort of beast on the front paper, and the rest of the literature seems to be elven poetry.
Ooh. I will take everything out of that chest and put it in the other chest except
Alright, and you grab the chest and you want to...
Yeah, leave the room.
Alright, another dex saving throw as you try to make it out of the room.
Actually, before I leave, I want to touch the big purple pulsating crystal.
Oh, okay.
Of course you do.
Okay. You walk up and touch the purple crystal, and you feel a strange energy pulse back at you as you touch it. You don't know what just happened, but your magical energy feels different inside your body, and you don't know what that means.
I'm also going to cast Detect Magic for just general magic detection. Boom.
Okay. You're as soon as you cast it, you're immediately blinded by a million lights. Everything around you is super magical. All these crystals give off just strange energy. But it does give you a little bit of insight. You think that these crystals probably come from the sort of... They probably spawn from the same crystals that the ring gets from Hydros. There's a similar energy to it, but these ones are far more chaotic. But yeah, that's what happens. Erebus, what are you doing as Cock fools around with some crystals? Crystal Daddy.
Does Cock tell us that everything's magical?
Well, he's in the room, unless you go in there.
Oh, I went in there with the body to give it back to him.
Okay, so you enter inside the room. Charos leaves.
If he's in here, then I would say that.
Ah, then perhaps we should summon our gnome friend to sell him this rock.
Ooh.
We could sell him the entire asteroid for a hefty sum.
Yeah, I was actually thinking of like making this a mine. So like if the magic dude wants it, that makes this way easier.
Yeah. I try to summon him by saying his name, which I don't remember.
It's gonna be tough to summon him if you don't know his name.
No, I don't have it down.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Do you remember
guys
it,
are-
Cock?
No, I'm sure I'll eventually remember, but not off the top of my head. No.
As you guys are desperately trying to come up with the name of the gnome, you can hear
Hey, we can deal with this later. Jade's more important.
Timbly Bibbs yell out, "Charos, you should probably wait for everyone else."
Go catch up with Charos.
Dex saving throw, Cock.
How did I roll? I'm not Cock.
20.
Alright, you managed to get outside the room once again, holding your chest this time. Not that chest, the other one.
I'm having a heart attack. I'll throw the crossbow to Timbly.
Oh, nice. Alright, he holds the tiny little crossbow. Thanks, boss. Don't know how to use this thing, but I'll figure it out.
Hold the trigger.
Either this or the cannon.
And then you look further down the hallway, and you can see Charos moving quickly.
What is it, Charos? As I move to catch up to him.
Alright, you catch up. I thought I heard something down here.
Well, then let's find out what it is.
Alright. The two of you... Cock, what are you doing, actually?
I'm running after them too.
Alright, Timbly and Cock run after clunking sounds as they run further down the crystal hallway. Eventually, you get deeper into this sort of asteroid cave, and you come across... You're sort of perched up on top, looking down into a large chamber filled with this strange blue light all around. The source becomes apparent. As you approach, you can see that the center of the chamber, there is a group of these sort of space sirens that you noticed before. And they're gathered around, talking. There's 5 of them. And in front of them are 2 cages, one of which contains your pilot, Jade Lianu.
Yo, bitches, what's up?
The other seems to hold the mangled remains of a red steel old-fashioned android. And you both know that these have been outlawed for years, ever since the mechanical revolution. So it's quite strange to see one again.
I know it's probably a bad idea considering the robots rose up and everything, but we're taking that thing back to our ship.
Churros looks at you. The robots did what now?
Yeah, they rebelled against like everything. There was a huge war. Only reason the orcs stopped fighting the Ring Fleet.
Really?
Yeah, it was about 10 years ago, right?
Jesus Christ. But we both got things we need to tell each other. Alright, what do you guys want to do?
Should I try to
interrupted you.
try to assassinate one of them again, boys? If I don't hear anything, I will shoot one of them.
Maybe we try to talk to them? I don't know.
You guys try to talk, I'll hide and shoot if things go wrong.
Yeah, if they sing at us, blow their head off again.
They try to seduce me.
You got it, my friend. Let's... Yeah. Ooh, 13 to hide.
Ooh.
You know that means I rolled a 3.
And where are you hiding?
I guess sort of just like behind a crystal.
Okay. You hide behind a crystal. Timbly Bibbs just says, I'm gonna stay behind here with Erebus, just in case. And
Fair
then
enough.
Cock and Cheros walk forward, sort of down a section, wrap around, until they enter into the chamber. The sirens all sort of hush as they see you and turn to face you, their beautiful forms morphing once again to these grotesque alien creatures. Cheros looks towards the turtle.
So we have Jade, and who else is?
Dead robot.
Ah, okay. I will try to creep into Jade's mind. Hello.
Can she respond to you?
No, she would not be able to telepathically respond.
Okay, so she just gives you a look. She's already looking at you desperately, but she just gives you a look, like acknowledging she heard your voice. She like looks around for a second, and then looks back towards you.
I'm gonna look at one of the sirens then instead.
Just quick question. Has this been less than an hour that all of this has happened in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, probably like half an hour, maybe 40.
I just want to make sure Cock isn't in danger of like dying.
I'm gonna look at one of the sirens and say, "Why have you brought her here?"
Okay, you do this. All right, you say that to the siren at the front. Why do you speak to me this way? Use your mouth. Cheros says, he can't do that. He'll die. So I'll talk to you, I guess. Can we have our friend back? They all all the sirens look at each other. Strange. You did not come here from the power of our voices. You are stronger. A few of them giggle. Why have you come so far for your friend? Why is she so special to you? Is it her powers of navigation? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we kind of have this issue where she's our friend, so we want to save her, numero uno, but also we need her to get out of here. Without her, our ship cannot move. Well, I suppose that's not true. Actually, it was the power of friendship. That's definitely what it is. Jade's stink-eyeing Cheros. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but we require her services too. Oh. He looks at Cock. And then in your mind you hear, should I inquire further?
Ask them what they need her for.
He nods and then realizes they can't hear what you're saying to him. And what exactly do you require the pilot for?
Well, isn't that fascinating? Prying on our business. We need her for exactly that. Her piloting ability.
And then they all start giggling again.
They think they're gonna fly this asteroid? It's an asteroid.
What do they want her to fly?
And what exactly are you gonna have her pilot?
Well, we have a vessel.
You! She points towards Cock. Why are you not speaking? He'll die if he talks.
What are you talking about?
I'll tell her that I can't breathe.
Oh. Well, you have no need to worry about that. The mist will keep you alive. Why do you think we're breathing?
Oh.
we thought you were like Cock. We thought you were like Cheros. You could just breathe in space.
Cheros looks at Cock, and then in your mind you hear, what if this is a trick?
Fuck it, I'll try it. I'll set the orb down and then walk out of the orb for a second.
Alright. You can breathe.
Hey, let's go. I'll walk back and turn the orb off.
How peculiar.
I couldn't breathe to get here, and I didn't know I could breathe in here.
Well, I suppose I'll forgive you for that.
I kind of want to see the ship or vessel thing, and maybe we can help each other out, depending on where you're trying to go.
Unless you have the ability to cure brethren rot, I'm not so sure you can help us. Our one goal is to leave this asteroid behind and find a new home before we all become infected.
Emily, have you heard of this? Particular.
Timberly slowly stands up where he's sat next to Erebus and sort of walks out awkwardly like a kid that just got called on in class. And slowly slides down into the chamber. Ooh!
Come up to the board.
He walks over, trying to stay as far away from the sirens as possible, and stands next to Cock. Brethren Rod, yeah, I've heard of it. It's, what is it? The Brethren Mother makes blooded ghouls out of its prey, lays eggs inside your... He looks at Cock. Face.
Oh, doesn't sound good.
Yes?
Are you guys all infected by this, or someone special to you?
No, not us. We are the few that are left. The rest have been infected upon this asteroid field. And
Oh, good
I
thing
wish to
shot.
escape before we get out of here.
Good thing I shot that other one in the face.
I must admit we have tried to activate this creature behind us. It has some sort of ability to navigate, but the memory core has been busted. It's a shame, really. We just need a pilot to be on our way, and when we saw your ship land, we took advantage of the situation. We specifically set our spell to only work on those with the ability to navigate the Astral Sea. You are all, no offense, useless to us.
No offense.
We must find our way. And seeing as you did not
Wait, you know what?
immediately kill us, perhaps we will be nice and discuss things.
Timberly, do you know of any curability for this disease they are talking about? Or is it
Ugh.
kind of a cancer type thing?
Well,
If only Devon with his cure diseases was here.
Just, you're cured. Goodbye.
It's funny that mystical voice mentions that, because a spell like that would be mighty useful in this situation. Now, Brethren Rod is more of a... The Brethren Mother must be killed. If that happens, then perhaps those she laid her eggs upon can be returned to their normal state, but those things are mighty fierce.
Is this mother on this asteroid, or is she somewhere else, as far as you all know?
We have heard of her virtues are being spoiled upon on the sanctuary.
Well, we're on our way to the sanctuary, so if you would like to use our pilot, and we could also come with you on your ship, we could all head over there together. And maybe we could fix your
Are we talking about the same sanctuary, though?
pilot. Well, we're going to a healing sanctuary, and we'll just...
They all start hissing at you.
We have no want to speak with the elder clerics. They have outcasted us far too many times. They refuse to help us. How do you not know that the elder clerics themselves birthed this Brethren Mother to curse us?
I haven't been told a lot of things about the goings-on in my religion, mostly because I haven't been away from my home for very long. It's not great, but I'm learning. So, why'd they curse you?
Oh, I do not know if they did. I'm just saying I don't want to find out the hard way. If we go to the lair of the Brethren Mother, and she infects us, then that is the exact opposite of what we wanted in the first place, which is to leave and not be infected.
Just jump into space and float away.
Who said that?
William, the voice from the heavens.
What if you pointed us towards the lair? We went, or, some of us went, so that we make sure you don't abandon us here. We take care of your problem, and in return... we'll figure out the payment later. We take care of your mother of egg-laying aids.
Persuasion roll. Excuse me.
That tasted very nice. 19.
There was absolutely no need to shrink the ship.
Yeah.
You see a look over the leader's face.
What do you say, girls? Do we free their pilot and allow them to fix our problem for us so we may stay in our home?
Oh, you don't still want to leave anyway?
They snicker.
Well, if you kill the mother, then we will have no need to leave.
Oh, okay. That works too. Do you need all these crystals, or can we have some if we kill her?
Well, if you can figure out how to make the bloody things work, I suppose, why not?
Sounds great.
Prophet, here we come.
Big monster?
But Erebus pokes his head out from behind the rock. Of course!
Ah! Who said that?
Scream.
Me, up here. I was the backup in case anything happened. Sorry.
I thought it was that one.
She points towards Timbley.
He's the potion maker.
He just looks at his small little light crossbow.
He looks at my giant 2-foot long gun.
Fine, Turtle. I agree to your terms. We will give you your pilot back, but you must promise me that the Brethren Mother is dealt with, or I will... I suppose I don't know what I'll do. I don't have a pilot. But please, for the sake of my sisters.
Chero says, "We will do it. Don't you worry."
Honestly, maybe this is a bit of a relief. I told you, Mirren, if we just did things the right way and told people our problems, we could fix things.
And one of them's like, "No, we must steal more pilots."
No, this is the whole problem in the first place.
Can we borrow your android too?
Huh? Oh, no, we stole that one too. You can have it,
Fantastic.
I suppose.
Thank you very much.
It's not doing us any. You just walk past them.
Thank you. All right.
Cheros walks up to one of the sirens and reaches his hand out to like shake their hand for the deal, and he just goes and fucking swivels away. Oh, okay. Fuck that shit.
Jade, are you alright? We came to rescue you as soon as we realized you were gone.
Oh, as you come down and say that to Jade, she opens her mouth and nothing comes out.
Did you steal her voice?
Ah! Oh, sorry, I forgot.
Could she have it back?
I suppose.
Thank you.
The siren mother fucking moves over towards the cage, wiggles her fingers in front of Jade's face, and eventually Jade, thank God for that.
Well, we'll be seeing you too soon. Ha 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 ha.
Fuck you, bitch.
Where does this mother live?
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yeah, 'cause you never told us where the monster was, so...
Well, if you can find the sanctuary of Azure, that is where I'm told the mother has laid her eggs.
Is that
Surely
on this...
there will be blooded ghouls.
Is that on this asteroid, or is that like...
Oh, no, of course not. It's somewhere in the galaxy.
Gotcha.
Nearby, obviously. The infection spreads relatively slowly, but if you find any other travelers in this area, perhaps the infection has already taken its toll. Be careful, travelers.
And they all slither away into various holes. And you're left alone in the cage area.
Well, Jade, I dust her off, and she still has like my breathing stuff, right?
Yeah, she's wearing your shit covered rebreather.
Pretty good at stealth. You didn't wake me up when you took my stuff. Not that that's the big part here. I'm glad you're safe. I was trying to compliment how good you are at being stealthy, because that's important to me as a stealthy person.
Why does your rebreather smell like shit?
Mine? Like the one I'm wearing or the one you're wearing?
Sadly, the one I'm wearing.
Because I crawled through a sewer. And I'm not... Because it happened literally yesterday.
She just sighs as you open the cage, and she walks over towards Timbly Bibbs and rests her head on his shoulder. Alright, Cock, you want to head over to the other cage, I assume?
Yes.
Alright, so you can notice that the sort of red metallic droid inside is in a state that seems to be, to you, disrepair. Its body is battered and rusted, as if it has been like this for a long time. The droid's limbs are all twisted at odd angles, and its chest has been like opened up, like the cavity of its chest, similar to what Erebus did to the siren earlier, but you can see, a tangle of wires and circuits. Despite the poor condition, the droid's head remains intact, and you can see that the sort of memory core that they mentioned is sort of hanging out of the back of its head. Yeah.
I guess we head to the surface, reopen the ship, and hope everyone's alive.
I also want to try to break some of these crystals.
Oh, yes. We could probably sell them to Roderick the gnome. Is that close?
Yeah, wait, well, sorry, what?
What's his name, Roderick?
What do you do with that information, if that's what you believe?
I summon Roderick to sell him some crystals.
How do you want to summon him?
Yo, Roderick, we found some magic crystals that you might be interested in purchasing on an asteroid.
Nothing happens.
Okay, it wasn't Roderick.
Takes out a list. Not Roderick.
Also, he could have died.
Sorry. Make a history check.
Nat 20.
It's definitely Roderick. Roderick Jack magic items.
Okay. I have to write this in big ass letters.
He's very important.
Magic.
The
Gnome.
old man that didn't want to get a bucket on
Run.
Noxolo.
Drick. Drac. There we go. Big ass letters.
All
He
right,
was
so
also
you're-
defending the marketplace back on the forge, so he could be dead.
Yeah.
He could be dead.
So you guys want to break off some of these crystals and bring them back to the ship?
Yep.
All right.
I hand him my crowbar.
All right. Make me an Arcana check, Cock. While this is happening, Cheros just leaves. He just walks away.
19.
Okay, so you sort of use the information you've been given and sort of your general knowledge of magic to understand which ones are super chaotic and you don't want to go near, and which ones you can break off a tiny piece of without injuring yourself. Like some of these, just if you touch them, you'll probably be thunderclapped to death. So you have to be careful. But you managed to break off, let's say, 3 chunks of crystal from the ones that won't kill you.
Ooh, fun.
And then you guys want to...
Oh, Cheros,
You're-
let's get back to
So you have a... So what are you taking from the android?
all of
Because
it.
it's currently, broken and in pieces, so
Oh.
you're just grabbing its body parts?
Yeah, I was just grabbing all the body parts of the android.
We're
Okay,
gonna
so you're just-
rebuild it and hopefully have an android that won't try to kill us.
Yay!
Okay, so you grab the crimson pieces and hold them in your arms as you head back towards...
And the
The
chest
ship.
and the body of the.
And the chest. And the body.
Okay.
Did you just?
So
We
you're
have-
taking the body of the siren as well?
Yep. They don't know
Okay.
that we killed her, so we're taking her.
All right.
The other one knows, but
Who's carrying the body?
This thing also might have those eggs in it that they were talking about, but I did also blow her head out. So I think we're about to be good.
Yeah, I'll carry the siren corpse.
Who's carrying the android?
Me?
Who's carrying the chest?
I will have
Timbley.
to carry the chest.
Okay, Timbley, and if he needs help, Jade will help him, despite wanting to currently not do anything. She's really the MVP so far. All right, so you guys begin heading back, and you can see Cheros up ahead. He's heading down the tunnel back towards the ship.
You know, Cock, I was thinking, if there's this disease that eggs get laid into people's faces, we might want to just leave the siren corpse behind.
Probably, however, I kind of want the corpse.
I hear your logic, but
I think we should just. There'll be other opportunities to get other species corpses. I think this is just like that one where we don't want an alien face hugger situation going on, and just leave it.
What if we lock it in the bathroom?
We've already proven that they can get out through the vent in the ceiling.
What if we cover the vent?
No, I think it just needs to be left behind. I'm sorry.
I want the corpse.
You'll get a robot corpse.
Robot corpses aren't real corpses.
Tell that to the robot uprising where they all decide to get feelings all of a sudden.
Nah, they lost anyway. Besides, we
No, they
didn't
didn't lose. They just didn't win.
Yeah, you got a point. I wasn't there for that.
Neither was I. Reinhardt was though. I think. Were any of us? Was that 10 years ago that the robot thing happened?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we can keep it in the airlock.
How about we just
And
like tie it to the outside of the ship?
We could do that too.
All right, so you're having this conversation as you walk back up through the cave and out onto the edge of the asteroid field.
And we summon the boom ship.
I will throw the boom ship out and then point at Timbley with jazz hands.
All right, you do that, and right as Timbley's about to say something, Cheros runs back over and just like grabs Timbley and just like puts his hands up like stop, and he slowly points up towards the stars, where at the edge of the asteroid field, you guys see a large ship. Sort of a bronzy, not a bronze phoenix, a bronzy, like rusty color ship, like a scrap ship, headed towards the asteroid field. He's just like, he just waves his hands like, don't do anything.
Alright, we just sort of sit there.
Alright, he's sort of like, you guys all just like sit there for a moment.
I go and grab the bronze phoenix so it doesn't like float away again.
Yeah. You can see this ship just floating, heading into the asteroid field, and you all sort of just try to stay silent on the edge of the rock you're on. And eventually the ship comes to a stop, far enough away to where you think you're probably safe.
Is Ham on our ship? Or like...
Cheros just says, I guess we gotta do this quick. Who
Alright.
the fuck knows who that is?
Throw the ship down. Point at Roger.
Alright.
Not Roger.
Timberly says, boom. And suddenly, Jamal and Brock feel the pain in their side stop, and their eyes reopen. And you're all breathing once again, sweaty inside the cargo hold. This is the moment of truth to see if Jacob and Nick are still awake. I apologize for making you wait so long.
Oh,
Oh my god! Drudgy punches a wall in anger. That was the worst thing that's ever happened.
that was so much fun! That was a crazy experience. I loved it.
And I assume the four others enter back into the airlock.
We like throw the Gorgon woman just like on top of the airlock. Not like in the ship, but outside the ship, and then we just like tie it with a rope.
Okay. You can use
we gonna
the
get?
rope that Brock had used.
Stick the cube in her re-sewn up stomach. Unsew her stomach, put the cube in it, activate phase 1, and then close her stomach again with the cube inside.
Fascinating.
What's this phase 1 do? Is that like where it doesn't...
Keep the like air and gas from escaping so that her body doesn't get too fucked up.
Can it also prevent any potential creatures from hatching, escaping?
That is a different phase that we could do.
Alright, we need to go anyway, so let's get in.
Yeah, we can do that later.
Yeah,
I get in the attack pit too. I want to be able to shoot something if I want to,
Okay.
or if it's needed.
Alright, Jade.
More so the second thing.
Jade, I know you need a rest, and we're putting so much pressure on you because we have no backup pilot, but we also need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. She walks up towards the cockpit, not even listening to you.
I go and like sit next to her this time as my duty as captain to actually help.
I love Erebus feeling bad for Jade. Alright, so you guys get in, everyone
I also
heads to
check.
their battle stations.
I also check on the cockpit, on like the cargo hold.
Yeah. Well, everyone starts coming up now as they've re-emerged from nothingness. And that would be pretty much where we would end today. Except it's been a minute since we've had a moment with our dead friend Devon, so I think we should do that before we end. So last time we saw Devon, he had just exited from the sort of the pit of hell that Vorthos summoned him to take back the broom guy persona from him, and instead of trying to spark up another conversation with Vorthos, Devon was just like, fuck it, I'm leaving, and left. So you walk back out to the long stairs that lead up into the sky, the spiked stairs with strange demonic symbols carved into them. What would you like to do, Devon?
I guess could I just investigate my current area, essentially?
Sure. Yeah, you can roll an investigation.
17.
Okay, so you look up, you look down. You can see the light at the very top of the staircase that you avoided going into at one point. And then you see further up, similar, like, beam of light coming from a flashlight similar to the one that you have on your outfit now. You see two of them as two figures start heading down the staircase towards you.
I just stand and wait for them to approach.
You stand triumphant, and eventually two people dressed in similar garb, sort of the strange engineer's outfit that you don't know why you're wearing, but they also wear it. And they look you up and down. You can see one of them is a human man with a strange bulge on the side of his head. And the other you now recognize as your friend, Maddie Winters.
Oh.
She runs forward and hugs you. She leaps into your arms. Devon! Devon! And starts kissing your forehead. Oh my god. Where are we?
I think we're dead.
The bluntness.
She drops down. We're dead?
I mean, this might just be a dream to me, but I know that I am dead. I, died facing off with, of course, the mighty Dredge and losing in battle. Oh, did you become your fate, Maddie?
I think my head got crushed.
Oh,
But it feels
same.
She high-fives
Good old
you.
orcs.
Have you been to the prison yet?
Prison?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Me and Hall here have been trying to get back in, but as far as I'm aware, they only accept souls that deserve it. But I don't know how else we're supposed to get out. The prison leads to Ragdrea.
Ragdrea, you say?
Yeah, and you recognize that as the name of one of the planets.
I'm not sure if there's any way that we could be revived, but we have to hold on hope that the gang is going to figure it out and get us saved. But push comes to shove, we might need to get out of here.
I'm gonna be brutally honest with you, Devon, but I don't think that we can come back.
Well, you might be right.
In everything I've seen from life, it seems that ultimately this is where we're supposed to end up, regardless of if it's after a long-lived one or not.
Well, if that's the case, and we're here, and we're gonna be here for the rest of eternity, I mean, fuck it. It's just the way it is, you know? You can't chase or run away from death. I saw a really inspirational quote about that the other day. And it comes for us all in the end. So we must embrace the life we had, and when it's over, now is the proper time to look back on what type of life you had. Did you enjoy your life, Maddie?
You know what? I really did. I got to travel the galaxy and, with a crew of incredible people and see amazing places and help people and, things didn't end the way I would have liked, but at the end of the day, I died fighting to the very end, and I guess that's all you can ask for in a universe where you can't control your fate.
Absolutely. You stood for what you thought was right, and you died for your cause. There's nothing that is more honorable than that.
What about you, Devon? Did you enjoy your life?
You know? Not really, to be honest. It feels like I have been going through the motions for a while until I literally just snapped in. Oh my god. It's so hard to explain. Like, I feel. When I say this, you're not going to believe me or you're going to think I'm crazy. I went into this palace because some of our allies were missing and we went in to go save them. And I went into this room that was different from the room that Cock had just gone in. And there was this lady with a card table and she read me my fortune. And ultimately, it just said that everything is just destined to repeat itself in my life. And, yeah, I kind of snapped at that point, I was couldn't really take it anymore, so when I came up against Dredge, I fought with everything I had, and that was that. But, yeah, a lot of my life was pretty monotonous. It was kind of going from one fighting situation to the next, and never really having a chance to slow down. That would have been nice. So much was caught up in war. It would have been nice to just kind of, I don't know, sit down, have a family. But it's over for that now. That'll never happen. If I get back, if there is a way out of here, the old Devon is gone. The old Devon is done.
If I may, that fortune teller sounds like a real bitch.
Yes, it was. The cards were not in my favor. Given the person who's reading that specific fortune to, it was not a good transaction whatsoever. Her table got flipped. That's for sure.
Good. You mentioned something about. Sorry, that fucking threw me off so much. You mentioned a name, an orc name. The guy you fought. What was that again?
Dredge.
Dredge.
I went one-on-one with Dredge. I almost fucking beat him. He got a lucky hit. I wasn't gonna make excuses, but yeah.
I have to say, from the stories I've heard about orc culture, if you lasted any rounds of Dredge, that is impressive.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Is that I went up against one of the most feared orcs in all of the galaxies and worlds. I held my own. That alone says that I lived a life that held honor and value.
It's at this point that the sort of human that has just been stood there listening to you two talk, like a little little dot on his jacket starts lighting up, like an LED light or something starts lighting up and blinking. And Maddie looks over towards it. Hall, it's your turn! Maybe this is our way in. And the human starts hopping up and down happily. Devon, Hall, Devon, I met this guy while I was traveling and wherever the hell we are, and I don't think he talks, but he's got his own way of communicating, and I think that light means that we get to join in on the prison.
Well,
I don't know if you have any interest in joining us, Devon. It seems like you've, figured a few things out for yourself, but maybe, just maybe this is our chance.
Maddie, I don't trust many people anymore, but I've always had a good reason to trust you. So if you think this is best, I'll go along, and I got your back.
Okay, and I got yours, and Hall's got his own. She squints at him. He just nods his head. Okay, let's go. And he starts running off up sort of diagonal across the stairs towards a different darkened passage, and both of you follow behind. And that is where we will end today's session of Tales of the Omega Astra. Thank you guys so much for playing. Some crazy shit.
Did we though?
What do you guys
What?
think?
Did we though, Clay?
Listen, man.
Got him.
Listen.
Got him.
We've all been there, Jacob. I've done it too.